All right, here we are, day one of Cherokee Open. We're still early in the morning getting set up. Dice don't roll till 10. I think it's like 9 o'clock or so, 8:30. Just getting paint judged and mingling with the crowd. You can kind of see how many tables there are. Quite a big show. You got, I don't think you can see all the way out there. Zoom! You get War Games Live. Joe is out there. Seth Oster's there. FLG Network. Mad Doc himself. We got the Stormbird is in the house. I brought out my display base. We've got a lot of different armies here. Some Gene Stiller Cult and some Custodes. There's going to be a lot of Custodes here. A lot of Tau. It's Patrick McAnini playing White Scar. So some good, already seeing some good friends here. I've already got his Gene Stiller Cult. And yeah, we'll come back as we start getting into the games. But just a quick look at the action. Love it. We're here. Thomas from Tabletop Life. All right. Justin here. My opponent is playing Tau. First round of the Cherokee Open. He won the roll to go first, so I'm less excited about that, but that's what Tau is going to do. They're going to shoot. We are playing Tear Them Down. So we got the diagonal deployments. This is how the terrain has been organized. I've kind of got a little bit hiding there, but he's got a lot of suits back here. He's going to kill some people if he wants. He's got 2 units of broadsides, 1 big unit of crisis suits, a little bodyguards, a lot of airbursts, a lot of plasma. I'm kind of cowering behind my building, getting some bodyguards. I got infiltrators hiding here. Our secondaries, I've chosen Stranglehold, Oaths of Moment, and Assassinate. He's chosen Rin, the new rod, to the last, and he also chose Assassinate. So we'll see what's going to happen. We'll let the game get started, and we'll be back throughout the game. See how it goes. All right, there's Justice, still all smiles. What a great opponent. The game is done. We go ahead and finish it up. I've defeated the Tau. As Justin had said, the famous quote, mistakes were made. In the first turn, he pushed his crisis bomb out to try to shoot at me. Didn't really kill everything. 1 unit of Eradicators died, but 1 kind of took a lot of smart missiles in the face and survived. I grew back a guy with Apothecary, and then I just unloaded everything on that crisis bomb with my Seal of Oath, and it went away. And when I hate something, I hate it a lot. They get a lot of shots on them. They died. And so then I was able to kind of maneuver into the center and push up, and it was really bad. This building kind of prevented some of the shooting, and Hellblasters and everybody shot. Scout Bikes both came in from reserve, shot the back, and then both hit the 9-inch charge. I rolled like a boxcars and a 10, so I was like unexpected, taking the primary away, and then it was over. It was over. So a great game otherwise. My opponent was great. Final score, we came back with 98-47. Ultramarines defeat Tau. We don't even know what's happening. Everyone said Tau's over. But everyone said the Tau was too good, but we beat the Tau. But great game. Thanks so much, Justin. And that's the end of round 1. That means it's lunchtime. We're going to go take a break and get some lunch, and we're going to check in with some of the other crews, see how they're doing. All right, we're here at round 2. My luck is holding. I've drawn Tau for the second game. This is a much meaner list than the previous Tau game. He's got all the anti-marine stuff, so a lot of cyclic ions, a lot of bursts. He's got the reroll everything burst commander. He's got to go to first. He's doing his pregame moves, and he's going to attack me. We're playing mission Recover the Relics, so that means you don't get a command point unless you're in the opponent's territory, and then it's get extra points for killing units, so I don't think the Tau will have any problem with that. He does have 1 unit of bodyguards with a lot of bursts, so he does have some line of sight, but he does have 3 big units of crisis suits, so they're just going to like shoot me to crap.
252 burst cannon shots.
So many bursts. We're playing these ruins here as all blocking on the bottom of the first floor, so Quentin was nice enough to make them equal because his was all blocked off and mine wasn't. So I'm cowering the Ultramarine way, waiting until it's my turn to go. We'll see how much survives turn 1. I'm hitting pretty well, but he can move fast. It always surprises me how much he can shoot. We'll be back. He had the ion cannons. That's a secret weapon against Marines. He could turn off my auras if he kills a guy. He used it to pick up intercessors in 1 big turn. I couldn't, even have my invulnerable saves or 6 up, feel no pain. So just like take some AP4s at 2 damage, no nothing. So no auras means dead Marines, for sure on my list. I lasted till turn 4, but I could not get through had a couple of assaults with Gilman into suits that were droned up or had invulnerable saves, and he hit some clutch 4-ups. I could not make a dent. A couple of questionable charges. I should have probably charged a different unit, but it still ended up not mattering. The final score, 99 to 56. Early on, I had my scout bikes come in, do some work, but they just left a couple guys alive. They really flubbed the rolls, which lets him score a little bit more on primary than I was hoping for, but he still ended up with the 45. My turn, once the intercessors went down, he was able to focus down my Vitreous Guard, which let him take characters. Gilman died, but did get back up with 6 wounds, so he was able to still alive and be relevant, but he just kind of ignored Gilman and then killed everything else, and then Gilman kind of came in and fought, but by that point, it's a little too late. He couldn't really pull him down with his 4 damage when he had Feel No Pain up. It was just not enough. Secondaries, I chose banners. That was probably a poor choice because I never really could hold either of these 2 points, so I just held banners down right there until he tabled me on turn 4. And then, psychic interrogation worked out until my Inquisitor died. Got 4 turns of it. Oath, I should have had more, but the way this box is, there's no objective there, and Gilliman bikes could not get in the center, so if I got in that center, I was going to be right in the middle of everybody shooting me, so I was trying not to go in there, and that really cost me. Probably shouldn't, well, there's nothing I could have done. I still got 8 points. What can you do? Great game, though. Quentin was a fantastic opponent. His Tau list is brutal. Played a couple different variations of Tau. So far, I like his the best. He has a special SEP, he's create your own with extra strength on assault weapons, so all his burst cannons were strength 6. That made a difference against my army with tough 5 guys and Gilman tough 6. So kudos to him. Great game. Round 2 is in the books. We'll be back for round 3. Whew, I need a break after that one. All right, we're here. My opponent, Gordon, say hello. This is round 3. I did not draw Tau this time. It's Orcs. It's fantastic. His Orc army looks fantastic. He's got a kill rig. He's got Gazgul. It's all Goths. He's got some Walkers in reserve, a bunch of Beast Snaggas and Squighawk boys. Yeah, guys are scouted up. We're playing this mission, Data Salvage. Here are our secondaries. I'm taking Interrogate. I'm taking Assassinate Oaths. He's taking Engage, R&D, and Assassinate. So it's going to be go time. We have not rolled for first turn. You've all deployed? Let's do it. All right, so we'll be back after the game and see how it goes. There's Gordon. Still a smile on his face. What a great opponent. He was fantastic. I got to go first, and the table was kind of open. You saw at the beginning there was a kill rig. It got the full seal of oath with lots of eradicators. I redeployed. It was not good. He's dropped some dreads in here, but we got to shoot him. So we kind of talked out the last couple of turns because this is before my shooting. Gaz didn't really get to do anything. He fought some intercessors. He killed 5 of them through the invul and a Feel No Pain, and then they just backed up, and then Gaz got eradicated for his last 4 wounds. So he didn't get to really do anything. Poor Gaz. Intercessors are like, we're still alive. So all the assassinates. The Inquisitor did his job. He interrogated all 5 turns. He got a lot of secrets out of Gaz. 1 Vitreous hanging out in the box here, just getting full oaths. So final score. 93 to the Ultramarines, 39 to the Orcs. Great game, great opponent. Gordon, I appreciate the game so much. That's the end of round 3, day 1 of Cherokee Open. That's where we are. And we're going to rest. Woo! Look forward to some drinks tonight, and then we'll do it all again tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. All right, here's my opponent. He's pretty happy right now. He had a good turn. We're stepping in turn 1. This is round 4 of the Cherokee Open. Don is doing good work. I committed a lot of resources to shoot at a Dreadnought. I knew he was going to turn it off. I was trying to shoot something else, and I rolled really low on my run, and then I had bad choices to make, and it didn't go well. He's come back and shot me. I'm still alive, but I lost a lot of guys. I lost 3 Hellblasters and some troops here. This is just the top of turn 2. I got the first turn. Just kind of looking at the layout. We are playing Abandoned Sanctuaries. And these are our secondaries. I took Oaths, Assassinate, and Behind Enemy Lines. He took Stranglehold, Assassinate, and Banners. The special mission is get in the center, so he's going to score some points for that because he just scored that as well. So that's it, real quick. Stupid tanks flying. We got to get some tanks this turn or it's going to get real bad real fast. We'll be back. There's my man. The game is over. Crazy dice rolling. The end of the game came down to Trajan on Gilliman. He made a boxcar charge. He survived Overwatch from 2 units of Eradicators and Hellblasters. He took like 4 or 5 like Melta hits, and he's just like, I made saves, I mob and shackled, I CP'd, and then he hit the boxcars. He killed Gilliman with 2 wounds after Codiez rolled a super smite, rolled a 1 for the damage. I had 1 wound left. I got over here, stayed alive with 1 wound. He made the boxcars, killed Gilliman. Gilliman got back up with 2 wounds, and that was the game. I was able to pish off all the custodes. He had 1 model left. I was able to shoot Trajan down on the last turn and take the victory. The final score was 87-64. Ultramarines defeat the Custodes. Round 4 is in the books. Thanks everyone for watching. We're going to be back for round 5. We'll see who we're playing. All right, we're here at round 5. This is the bottom of turn 1. My opponent, Chris, is playing Black Templars. He's been watching all my videos, so he knows all my tricks. I redeployed. He pretty much hit everything. I had a really kind of lackluster turn. I shot a few things, did a few wounds, but now it's his turn. My guys are exposed. I've got everyone in auras. He's going to pop out. Dredge is going to try to shoot me. He did some devout pushing. These bikes moved up. He's going to try to take this. We both kind of taken direct assault and stranglehold, so we're going to be pushing over, playing for these middle objectives. So it's going to be good. But Black Templars versus Ultramarines, his army. These guys are gorgeous. It's so good to play against awesome painted models. Chris has so far been a very, very nice guy, so we'll see if that continues after the game start rolling dice. We'll be back. All right, there he is, Chris. Fantastic game. What a great opponent. Black Templars, he showed me some new tricks. I had a crazy play where he trapped me with a chaplain. There's like no way I thought he was in range. He had a jump chaplain. He devout pushed at the end of my turn, pushed him up closer, then all of a sudden +2 to charge. He ran up, trapped some infiltrators with 1 guy left. The Helix like saved him. I'm like, yes, they're alive. And I'm like, no, they're trapped. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, can you block me from falling back? He's like, yes, on a 4+. And I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, desperate breakout. And I rolled the 1, my guy died, and now he was out in the open with 1 unit of Outriders that could not withstand 2 units of Eradicators and Hellblasters just blasting away. So killed his chaplain early. That stopped his +2 to charge. Then it became a real tough positioning game. We fought in the center. Hellbrecht bounced off the intercessors. Transhuman -1 to hit. He just like flubbed. And then it was just down to the end. So at the end of the game, we both hit some crazy charges, but interesting point swings on the primary, but it all came down to, I took a lot more points on the secondary, and then at the end he ran out of models, so you kind of see the end, the secondary started falling off on the primary. So at the final score, Ultramarines pull it out, 85-47. Great game. Round 5 now in the books. So Chris, thanks so much. We'll be back for round 6. All right. All right, here we are, the final round of the Cherokee Open, at least unless you make the top 8. I've paired up into the undefeated. I don't know why I deserve that. My opponent is playing Tau. Sean, he's got a beautiful army. He's got some good stuff here. I got to go first, so we redeploy. We just played our first turn. He made some clutch 6-ups to keep the broadsides alive. I was hoping to get 2 of those broadsides, but I didn't quite pull it off. But now it's his turn. He's doing some movements. He's playing Tau Sept. He's got 2 units of broadsides, 1 big crisis suit, some bodyguards, a couple commanders. You know how that goes. We are playing the Scouring. Here are our secondaries. I've chosen Psychic Interrogate. I got 1 off with my Inquisitor. Assassinating Banners. I'm playing a couple banners. He's got 2 to last. And Rin, and then he's got Stranglehold. So he's coming to get me on his turn 1. It's gonna hurt. This is gonna basically decide the game, I think, how much damage he can do in this turn and where he ends up. So we will come back at the end of the game, or maybe in the middle if I have time, to see how it looks for the Ultramarines. All right, we're here, we're done, it's over. I can finally sit down and rest. My opponent, Sean, say hello. Sean did a great job. He finished 6-0, so that means maybe he's going to the finals. I don't know how they do all that, I'm not caring. I lost my game. I went 4-2, Tau. It's tough. I had 3 rounds of Tau this weekend. Well, that's a lot of Tau. Ultramarines don't want any Tau, and I got 3 Tau, so I'm happy with my 4-2. He did great. I mean, he made some great plays. Sean was a fantastic opponent. His army looks fantastic. This guy, look at his list later. That guy's just like a monster, and he just won't die. He's all buffed up. Normally the commanders, you're like, once you touch them, sometimes they're buffed, but sometimes, you know, they just kind of wimpy. Not that guy. And he didn't like just bum rush him with. He played really cagey with him. So when I finally had it come out of the booth to get him, you're like, thanks. It's like, that's not what I wanted. Gilman failed the epic. He was forced to make a long charge here. He -2 to charge me. He failed it. He rolled a 10. He needed 11. It's desperate times when you're rolling 11 charges, but it was desperate. We made some plays here, but it wasn't enough to pull it out. So great game. Final score at the end, 94 to Tau, 41 for the Ultramarines. I'm happy to take my 41 points and go home. Good luck to you, Sean. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.